Hi there, my name is Erik and I play bass, and today we are checking out the Kaamos from Darkglass Electronics. Before we get started with this video, you can consider this a sponsored video by Darkglass Electronics, as they did send me this pedal to feature and demo here on my channel. However, all thoughts and opinions voiced in this video are entirely my own. In this video I'm using my Dingwall Super P strung with Robosound Billie Sheehan signature strings, and we're going through quite an extensive signal chain. However, most of it is actually bypassed as of now. So it all starts off with the Kali 76 from Origin Effects. Then we're going into the Kaamos, and in the Kaamos we have the Slö from Walrus Audio and the retracer delay in the effects loop. After the Kaamos we are going into the Castellator Albatross, and then into the Darkglass Aggressively Distorting Advanced Machine, or ADAM for short. Then we're going out of that into the Grand Slam Peg from Sushi Box. And everything except for the Sushi Box is bypassed as of now, and here's what my tone sounds like. So with that being said and done, let's go through the Kaamos, shall we? So the Kaamos features quite a few cool features, if I may say so myself. We've got an octave function, and you've got some distortion as well. Here's what the pedal sounds like with both features engaged and with everything at 12 o'clock. So going through the controls real quickly now, we've got a blend control up here for the distortion and the clean tone. We've got a tone control for the distortion. We've got a drive control and a drive mod, which allows you to go between the alpha and omega circuit. And you got a drive level control as well. Then you got three controls for the Octaver. You got octave filter, you got octave level, and you got clean level. And these four buttons up here on top are also push buttons. So if you push the blend control, the effects loop changes place. So it starts off with being just on the Octaver. Then it's just on the distortion. And then it's on both. Then if you press the tone control, the DI output changes from a wet signal, which is, affected by all of the effects that you're playing in the Kaamos, or you can also have it being just a completely clean DI if you want that. The octave filter control allows you to toggle between three different octave types. So let's see here. So starting off here, here's number 1. Number 2. And number 3, which is polyphonic. The octave level control allows you to go between a series signal chain and a parallel signal chain, in which the octave filtering either goes into the distortion or is parallel to the distortion. So here is, in series with the distortion engaged. Here's in series. So let's start off with the distortion, shall we? So I'm gonna set it for a completely distorted signal now. Let's crank the drive. Dial down the drive a bit. That's a really nice distortion, if you ask me. The tone control, in my humble opinion, serves the purpose that, you know, the grunt and aggression and whatnot switches would do on, say, the B3K or the Alpha Omicron or what have you. So this is pretty neat feature, if I may say so myself. So let's set everything back to 12 o'clock now, and let's head for the Octaver now. So let's do like so. Turn the clean signal off. Okay, let's play around with the octave filter now first. So okay, second setting. And the third one. And as you can hear, the last one actually responds to polyphonic playing, so to speak. Whereas the other two glitch out the way that, you know, an OC2 would, as that is what the Octaver is modeled after. Now let's combine these two. So let's start off with doing this in series, and let's see what we can dial in. So okay. Ooh. Some clean as well. Back some clean in the distorted signal as well. Okay, let's try out parallel now. So I'm gonna dial down the clean level. You can really do some tone sculpting with this pedal, if you ask me. Like, there's a lot of tonal options to it, and there are quite a few other cool things that you can do. One of them being the effects loop. So I'm gonna show you something now. So I'm gonna engage the Atom now as well, so that we get some, you know, cab simulation and you know, compression. And I'm gonna engage the Cali 76. So here's my tone with the Kali 76 and the Atom engaged. So now let's engage some effects, shall we? So now the effects are only on the distortion. Okay, we can engage the Octaver as well. Which is pretty cool. Let's do like so. Now it's on both signals, so. Now it's only on the lows. So here's something that I discovered recently. So let's say that you've already got some distortion on your board. Like for instance, I've got the Castellator Albatross here. Right after the Kaamos, and I've also got, you know, the distortion on the Atom. So maybe I don't need to use the Kaamos for the distortion, but I want to utilize the effects loop and I want it only on the clean tone. Well, here's what you can do. So let's say that you don't want to use the distortion of the Kaamos, then you do like so. Let's see here. So it's now the effects are now only on the distortion. Well, dial back the blend. And the effects are now only on the clean side of the distortion part of the signal chain. So that's pretty cool, and you can do it the other way around. So for instance, let's say that you've already got an Octaver on your board as well. Well, then you can do it like this. You can just and you turn down the octave level, and it's now on a clean tone. This way, you can utilize Kaamos as more of a utility pedal, if you will. So that's pretty neat. So what I did there was that if I want the effects to only affect, you know, that foot switch, I turn down the octave level and I up the clean level, and if I want to do it on the distortion side, I turn the blend all the way to the left, and that's actually a pretty neat and if you ask me, the Kaamos is like really good for making, you know, soundscapes. Given that it has an you know, effects loop, which is like the first Darkglass pedal to have that ever, so that's pretty cool. And you know, you can really do some cool stuff with this pedal, if I may say so myself. Another thing that you can do, of course, is to use it to create some synthy tones. So either you run it in series and, you know, you run the Octaver into the distortion, or you could, of course, run it into an external distortion, like on the Atom here. But for good measure, let's just use the Kaamos now. So here is like, yeah, just add some chorus. And you're off to the races, essentially. Even without a chorus, it sounds pretty synthy. And in my humble opinion, the Omega works better for, you know, the synth tones, and, you know, I think mode 2. Really cool. Let's try that in a series instead. And let's add some chorus. I mean, yeah. The Kaamos from Darkglass Electronics really has some really cool features, and you can utilize them either as, you know, I guess they were intended to be utilized, you know, as a combined Octaver and distortion pedal, or, you know, as a distortion pedal and an Octaver side by side, or as a distortion pedal and an external effects loop, or as an Octaver and an external effects loop. Really cool unit. I'm actually pretty impressed with, you know, the features that it packs and the tone shaping that you can do with it. Like I said, the tone knob really allows you to sculpt the tone further, and, you know, actually doesn't have to be, you know, in your face distortion. It can be pretty mellow. If you wanted to. So there you have it, that's the Kaamos from Darkglass Electronics. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. Make sure to leave a comment down below and let me know what you thought about the pedal and, you know, everything. I'm really impressed with the features that it packs and the amount of tone shaping that you got available in the unit, which is pretty darn cool, if I may say so myself. So with all this being said and done, my name is Erik and I play bass, and I'll see you guys and gals and cats and dogs in the next video. Until next time, take care. Bye!